That's a nice cover. It's a map, in case we get lost.
Oh, look at that. What is the map of?
Africa, South America, Asia, Europe.
So that's helpful right now?
No.
Woo, it's warm.
Yeah, I didn't bother leaving.
Whew.
Did you get air conditioning going?
No, well, air conditioning is going in the building, but not so much in my car.
Yeah, that's a rough ride over.
Yeah, it was bad.
I stuck my clothes in the freezer before I put them on.
That was smart.
We're recording right now too, so nobody.
The suit coat did not last very long.
No.
Whew.
Yeah.
It is cool in here, though.
Yeah, it was. I was glad I didn't have to go out and back.
I hope this works. I don't even know.
You know, it's interesting.
What is this going to?
There's a mini plug down here.
I don't think I need it for anything, though.
No, well, when I plugged it in, it looked like it was only getting one of the channels.
Yeah, it's not true stereo, yeah.
So.
Okay, we're gonna pop that
whatever.
up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need it anyway, so. I hope I don't need it, because it's not gonna work anyway.
You'll probably get, in about 5 minutes, you'll be
nodding. Oh, Mr. Ruth, did you realize we're playing music on?
It's Street Latin dance. But he'll be late.
Yeah. Yes.
And he'll have an iPod.
Sad but true. Woo!
Yep. Yep.
6:30 start, right?
Depends. It's a rolling start. We don't like to rush these things.
Mr. Coney being paid.
Yeah.
No, you are. You're being paid.
I'm being paid in small and market.
What do you need? He's stuck. Problem solved. Is that the substitute nurse sitting in the back row? Right here?
I don't know. I didn't know we had a substitute.
Oh, we did for a short stint. Oh, here that is. Okay.
Like,
She looks like a nurse, potentially.
Not
Megan?
Yeah, not
It's
Megan.
not Megan. But no, this is a different nurse. I think this is a substitute nurse. I really don't know.
Okay.
Looks familiar.
I'll believe whatever you say.
Thanks. I wish everybody did that. Make my life easier.
Yeah, no. I got nothing.
Whatever you say, Miss Ruth. Awesome. Nobody's watching it, huh?
There's somebody tuned in. There's a viewer too, and then they left.
Oh.
Nothing's really going on. And still nothing's really going on, but there's more nothing going on now than there was before.
This is true.
At least 50% more nothing.
Sarah looks really fun to be here.
Well, after 15 of them, the
Yeah.
16th, 17th, and 18th may wear a little thing.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when we get the second viewer, and we have to cut out the casual swearing.
Oh, okay. I didn't say anything bad yet. Yeah, interesting.
You do matching parents with students?
What?
You matching parents with students?
Trying to. It's difficult though. I have a feeling it's going to be like super loud. It's going to be like a click and it's going to be like a pop, but it's going to scare everybody.
What, the mic?
Yeah.
What do you get it up to?
1 o'clock. No, that's what? 10 o'clock. I did put cones out on the rest of the street.
Okay.
so that they hopefully don't park there and get ticketed. But
So they can run over the cones and get tickets?
yes, at least I can say I told you so. For the future, we should recommend them park at HC Pro parking lot.
Yeah. It'd be nice to take down that chain.
Yeah. I have a pair of bolt cutters.
Yeah. The glass half full, I think by the time this wraps up, there's still daylight.
I think you're right, actually. Reservations have been made.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Keep your eye on the prize.
Absolutely. And after this, how many more hours till school's out?
Day and a half. Those of you scoring at home.
Quite the full house tonight.
Yeah, 5 minutes to airtime. Well, we're already on air, but you know.
5 minutes to go time.
Theoretically.
Oh, that's our guy, the new guy.
It's Chef George.
Yes.
Now we have 0 viewers.
Oh,
And 1 viewer. I thought I at least counted for 1. Maybe not. How much money
absolutely, 100%. 100%.
You know what? More than anything else, that's the thing that like
Irks you?
you know,
I hear you.
when they were doing like collecting the times, and he was like down front with the kids like hanging out. It's like, dude,
It's for the kids, not you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I know. Oh, here we go.
All right, looks like we're
We're getting warmed up.
We're getting warmed up. People are taking their seats.
Is Mr. George speaking tonight?
Yep,
Oh,
I believe so.
well, that's nice.
The band is looking a little sparse.
It is slightly, yes. A little weak.
Yeah, some saxophones. The flute section looks solid.
Not so much percussion.
Get some saxophones.
That's all you really need, saxophones and flutes. It's all good. I think we've got someone playing the triangle. Do lots of songs with those 3 instruments, really.
Alright, I'm waiting for that magical second viewer out there, and it ain't happening.
Nope.
2 minutes to 6:30. Oh, 3 viewers.
Hey,
all right, Mr.
right
Ruth.
on. We're cooking with gas now, Mr. Cronin.
I asked and we shall receive. Good evening, MCCPS friends, family.
Why,
And
hello
to
there.
This is Mr. Cronin and Mr. Ruth talking high above Charter Hall.
Providing you color commentary for the evening.
Yes.
I can only imagine what the people in the audience think when they look up at us.
Well, it could be that they think we have some sort of psychological delusion or just talking to ourselves. But no,
I've gotten some strange looks already.
we're casting on the internet. For you, our faithful fans, all 2 of you out there.
Let's see.
We got the lineup for this evening?
I've got the lineup for this evening. We're going to start out with the opening ceremonies. Here we go. So far for opening ceremonies, we're going to have a welcome in Spanish featuring
bueno.
Will Steinberg, Colin McRae, Sam Bernstein. The chair of the board, Mary McRae, will be speaking. President of the MCCPS Foundation, A. LeBan, will be speaking after that. Teacher representative from PTO, Miss Sousa. We have some honors band. 8th grade bioethical dilemmas. Now I heard them practicing these and they're pretty good.
I enjoy a good bioethical dilemma.
They're very interesting. Then we have some graduation speeches.
Excellent.
And then, let's see. We'll just go for the rest and make it a surprise.
So stay tuned for the entire evening because who knows how it will end.
Dun dun dun.
We just lost 2 viewers.
I have that effect on people.
Well, no, I'm just saying, it's scintillating. Apparently people do not love a good mystery. I think it'll turn out that Sam Bernstein did it.
I hope this doesn't fall.
Yeah, that's precariously purchased down there. That looks like a bumper bed of Jeff Barry design.
Actually, it's a Mr. Ruth design.
Well, I know. I'm just saying it looks like.
Yeah.
For those of you who can't see at home, Mr. Ruth has precariously purchased the mixing board at a 45-degree angle, propped up by an empty cardboard box and held up by Happy Thoughts. So
Yes.
if you hear the audio cut out at any point and some screaming,
Well,
that's why.
It's a design flaw in the unit.
Because I think the unit came like that.
Yes, but it's a design flaw because now you can't tilt back and actually see the controls. This way here, I can actually see the controls.
Oh,
otherwise, they're facing downward, and I have to be like down, like sitting down to control it.
Well, but maybe you shouldn't have it, on the 45-degree angle.
It's fine. I got it just kind of hanging over here.
You just like the sense of adventure,
Exactly.
living on the edge.
That's what I do here. Man, it's 6:32.
6:32.
We need
the way for the umpire to click.
Camera action.
We're ready to play ball. Congratulations to the Red Sox out there winning the bottom of the 10th. Mike Napoli,
that was great.
a home run.
Great game.
Fans warming up.
Here we go.
Seeing a lot of perseverance and problem-solving leadership and initiative going on out there.
And we've got music too.
And music.
I could do this in my sleep.
The scale?
Yes.
Yeah. People love a good scale.
It is, yes.
Goes from the top to the bottom.
And then back up to the top.
So how do you play the scale on the drum?
It's a very good question, actually. Different drums make different noises. I don't know.
Those of you musicians listening out there, please write in and let us know how you play a scale on a drum because inquiring minds want to know.
Yes. That's a very good question. Food for thought.
I'm just saying.
I see a lot of alumni coming in.
Alumni, last exhibition of the year.
Yep.
Closing out with
a beautiful evening here in Marblehead.
Beautiful sunny evening. Just a day and a half away from the 8th grade graduation and final day of school. Tensions are running high.
Are they really?
No, it just seemed like a sports thing to say. So, who knows who will emerge victorious from this evening? Will it be the 6th grade solar cars? Will it be the bioethical dilemmas in the 8th grade?
Will it be the teachers?
It will be the teachers. Who knows? How will it end? My money's on Mr. Barry.
Hopefully not in an evacuation.
Yeah. Well, usually we don't say those things out loud because that tempts fate. But,
I'm not going to go away.
Breaking with tradition. There you go.
How many views do we have?
Oh, we're up to 5.
Oh, sweet.
I think that might be a high watermark for us.
Oh.
So thank you for tuning in.
We're tapping on the mic.
It's probably our witty banter that is,
bringing them all in.
Yes.
Word is spreading like wildfire throughout the classroom.
Yeah, stop with the fire and the evacuations, all right?
That's just metaphorically speaking.
You're going to get a demotion from Captain Safety to Private Safety.
It is now 6:35. Just saying.
I got 6:34 by my clock.
Okay.
But, I just
Here we
like
go,
being
hands up.
pedantic. All right, ready to roll.
Bienvenidos a la tercera exhibición del año 2013-2014. Esta noche, ustedes verán documentales de fauna integrados con arte, idioma extranjero y ciencia. Además, una presentación de un museo de cera en el cuarto grado. Welcome everyone to third exhibition of the 2013-2014 school year. Tonight you will see wildlife documentaries incorporated with art, foreign language, and science. Also, there will be a presentation of a wax museum in the fourth grade.
Ustedes verán máquinas de Ruth Goldberg, investigaciones sobre exploradores, mapas y instrumentos musicales hechos a mano con materiales reciclados. En sexto grado, ustedes aprenderán cómo relaciones de transmisión, asentados poderosos o rápidos, relaciones entre animales en pantanos, barrios biodimensionales y dibujos de pájaros. In fifth grade, you will see Ruth Goldberg machines, explorers, three-dimensional neighborhoods, maps, and musical instruments constructed from recycled materials. In sixth grade, you will learn about how gear ratios make cars powerful or fast, relationships between animals in wetlands, three-dimensional neighborhoods, and bird droppings.
En séptimo grado, ustedes verán modelos de fábrica, dibujos a escala, informes de investigación sobre los reformadores de la era industrial, ensayos sobre deportes y pasatiempos, y collages impresionistas. In the 7th grade, you will see factory models, scale drawings, research papers on reformers of the industrial era, essays on sports and hobbies, and impressionist collages. En octavo grado, ustedes verán montañas rusas, dilemas bioéticos, poesías y paz, ensayos sobre deportes y pasatiempos, y autorretratos. In 8th grade, you will see roller coasters, bioethical dilemmas, peace poems, essays on sports and hobbies, and self-portraits. Disfruten la noche a la Escuela Pública Charter Comunitaria de Marble. Gracias. Enjoy your night at the Marble Community Charter Public School. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for being here. Please join me in welcoming our first speaker, Mary Craig, the chair of the MCCPS Board of Trustees. Well, the end of the year is kind of special, so tonight I will not be talking to you about what the board has been up to. I'm talking to you about fundraising or volunteering. And what I'd like to do is take a minute to talk about one of the things that I find so special and important about this school. This week I'm going to watch my son graduate from MCCPS, and I couldn't be prouder of the wonderful young man he's become. When I think back to September, I remember watching him with his peers coming in, and I thought, oh, are they going to be ready for high school in a year? Now it's June, and I'm amazed, as always, at the amazing transformation that takes place over each grade, because they are clearly ready now. It's not just academically, but also personally. They're able to problem solve, to speak for themselves, work with others. They're confident in who they are as individuals. And I felt the same way when my daughter graduated 2 years ago. This is my 7th year as a charter parent, and I know this change did not happen overnight. It started in the 4th and 5th grade. It continued in those tricky 6th and 7th grades, but it definitely comes together in 8th. And it happened along with the many ups and downs that this class has had. Maybe it was the attention they received, maybe the expanding opportunities to lead, maybe the regular chance to display what they were doing, what they could do. Maybe it was having teachers who understood that learning still occurs when you take risks and you fail. Or perhaps all of the above. All I know is that my children are more comfortable with themselves than I was when I left middle school. While this is harder to measure than academic progress, it is to me equally valuable. So I'm glad I keep my children in through both my years. I'm grateful that they get the time and the space to grow into themselves here at Charter, and I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to everyone here in this room who helped play a part in that. Thank you. That was all I needed to say, and I hope you have a wonderful exhibition and a wonderful summer vacation. See you next year. And to represent the MCCPS Foundation, Mr. Andy LeBand.
Thank you, Nina. There's 3 quick things that I want to update you on tonight. And the first is to fill you in on how we did with our auction this year. As you know, that's our big fundraiser every year, and we had another good year this year. To cut to the chase, we raised just about $30,000 net from the proceeds of the auction. So I want to thank everybody who showed up and bid generously on items, because this is the cumulative effect of all your generosity. So thank you. I also want to say that it takes a boatload of people working really hard to pull off an event like this. And I don't have the time to run through everybody who worked hard on this. It's all on the auction website if you're interested. I do want to give a shout out though to one guy who I think really had an idea to change the game this year, and that's Bill Leganis. He took his catering background and gave us the idea of doing it ourselves this year. Instead of paying a full-service function house to provide everything, he did all the catering, gave it to us at cost, and we ran a bar where instead of paying people for $10, we made money on the bar. So we figured there was roughly a $5,000 net gain to our takeaway that night because of this idea. And I think that anybody who comes up with a $5,000 idea deserves a round of applause. Second of all, I want to say that I'm wrapping up my year as president of the foundation this year. I've been on it for 3 years now. And like Mary, my son is graduating this year, and we're both going to move on. So it's been a real privilege to be involved with the school leadership here and everybody who contributes. And I want to tell you that Pam Kastner has stepped in to be the president next year. Where's Pam? So I'm sure she's going to do a terrific job, and I'm hoping that somebody will come up with another $5,000 idea next year and let me know what it is. Last of all, I need to give you an update. I know I've spoken several times this year about our goal of rebuilding the computer network, and while I am hopeful that we will do it, I don't think it's going to happen quite as quick as we thought. The school has come to us and asked for some help to fill a deficit at the end of the year, so we're going to put some, the proceeds from the auction towards that to get them back closer to being in the black. And the rebuilding of the network, I'm sure will happen, but I don't think it's going to be ready to fall as we hope. So be patient, we'll get there, and that's about it.
I'd like to thank Andy and all the members of the foundation and all of you who contributed to this. And Andy doesn't have the most recent news, but I think we're going to be all set. So yay, and we will certainly move forward with the network expansion as quickly as we can, because the kids need it and they deserve it. So thank you. How about another round of applause for Andy and all the folks in the foundation? Of the PTO, so she's going to give us a brief update.
Good evening. On behalf of the PTO, I would just like to say thank you for all your continued support over the year. This school year, the PTO funded 3 dances for our students, a parent-faculty social, teacher appreciation week, and we also provided refreshments for numerous evening events. We would not have been able to provide these opportunities if it wasn't for all your help and generosity. So thank you again for all you do, and we look forward to working with you next year. Thank you.
back to the children. It has been an extraordinary year for one young lady in particular, and she's going to say a few words about a fundraiser that she inspired. So please join me in welcoming Miss Megan Sheepy.
Share the amount of money we raised. We raised $7,532.50. All the difference for them, and I can't believe you heard so much. It's incredible, so thank you. Megan, you are incredible, and I don't think there's a person in this room who would do anything and everything that they could for you, so thank you for being such an extraordinary young woman and such an inspirational member of our community. And now we will hear from the MCCPS Honors Band. Please join me in welcoming Miss Smith and the band. from the 8th graders about their bioethical dilemmas. So please join me in welcoming these speakers.
So as this comment said, the 8th graders have each show some bioethical dilemmas to research. We've also created trackable boards for them and written research papers. Tonight we'll be presenting our hooks from our research papers. My bioethical dilemma was steroid usage. I have thought long and hard, and I have decided that I am against steroid usage. The research I have collected seems to prove that steroids are illegal. Although I do believe that steroids have many benefits when used in safe amounts, they are often overdosed, which is extremely dangerous. It makes steroid users a threat to everyone around them. Also, it is not fair to support steroid players with real talent being overshadowed by issues. Steroids have a negative impact on society. Thank you.
After much thought and consideration, I still cannot decide whether cloning is a good or bad idea. In the long run, I think cloning would cause overpopulation and starvation. Also, it could cause many religious problems. In moderation, I believe that cloning could be helpful in assisting families and animals that are close to extinction. Sadly, I do not think that the scientific community can handle cloning. Thank you.
In my opinion, capital punishment is necessary, even though many think it is inhumane. This was an easy decision for me to make. I thought about the pros and cons of capital punishment. Capital punishment, in my opinion, is essential to keep crime levels low and repeat offenders off the streets. Capital punishment is an ongoing ethical dilemma that is yet to be solved. Thank you.
At first, I wasn't sure if global warming was real or not, but by researching, I've come to the conclusion that global warming is real, and that we must take action to stop it. We should start by using electric cars, cutting down on factories, and definitely recycling more. The fact that glaciers are melting and sea levels are rising makes this an easy decision. This is a problem we must face. Thank you.
After serious consideration of the topic of organ transplant, I have come to the conclusion that organ transplants are ethically right. This was a fairly easy decision for me to make. If one does not need an organ and it could help somebody else, I do not see any harm in this. Organ transplants save many lives each year. The field of organ transplant is always advancing and always moving forward. Thank you.
Animals used in medical testing are abused. I am convinced of that. I believe that no animal should be forced to suffer. They are not able to give consent or deny. It's like child abuse. If one will not experiment on a child, then one shouldn't use animals for medical testing. Please let the helpful help first. If you'd like to learn more about these and other bioethical dilemmas, please visit the 8th grade in 8C. Thank you.
You've likely noticed that public speaking is important as we begin with the children in 4th grade learning about public speaking. And one of the culminating events for 8th grade is that they have all written graduation speeches. They've written them and presented them. These two gentlemen will share their graduation speeches with you tonight. Thank you. Please join me in welcoming Thomas Huber. Thank you.
I stand here today reflecting upon 5 years of great memories at Charter. As I began my academic life here, I was daunted by the older students in the larger school. When we started, we were each the greatest force above us. But during the past 5 years, we have matured into young but strong trees, thriving within the woodlands. A tree cannot grow strong without steadfast roots. Our families are the roots supporting us, giving us what we need to go to the sky. They are the ones who have been there for us, no matter what happens. On behalf of all the students, I would like to thank those family members for everything they have done for us and for raising us up to where we are now. You are the reason we have become who we are. Charter school is the sun. It has fed us knowledge, giving us all we need to grow and learn as individuals. Ms. Hamza, you have been a wonderful principal. Throughout these 5 years, you have emphasized the importance of community and giving your students an opportunity to take part in school decisions. We have grown with the light of charter shining down, teaching us the skills we never thought we could accomplish, including public speaking, long reports, and becoming great leaders. Even with strong sunshine to reach our full potential. Just as water is a constant source to all plants, our teachers have always been there to provide assistance and advice. They encourage us to persevere and remind us of the importance of learning and the impact that it will have on our future. You have taught us more than just algebra or how to write a perfect essay. You have given us the qualities we need to thrive in the world: leadership, initiative, perseverance, and problem solving. Just as a storm occasionally passes through the forest, all of us have encountered challenges, some trivial and some serious. My most significant challenge was first term in 4th grade. I came from being the oldest in a school that I knew well to the youngest in a school unknown to me. I remember being overwhelmed and sad about the change because it frightened me. With support from charter, my family, my teachers, and my friends, I was able to get past this obstacle. The forest is made up of many trees, as a class is composed of students. Over the years, we have all grown close to each other. We have helped, cared for, and supported one another throughout each year. We began as a group of saplings and are now a diverse and thriving forest. We all bring something to the class that no one else can. So thank you to our roots, to the ever-present sun, and to the abundance of water. If any of these were missing, we would not be the great class we are today. I would like to end tonight with words from Psalm 1:3. They are like trees planted along the riverbank, bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wither, and they prosper in all they do. Thank you, MCCPS.
I've always loved flight. Plane soaring, birds circling in the sky, skydiving and hang gliding. Whatever takes to the sky has always amazed me. If anyone here has known me, even for a little while, you would know that I love paper airplanes. Almost every recess, anyone can see a little plane soar into the air and fly away. I like to think of my time in MCCPS as flying a paper airplane, from design to fold to launch. 4th grade is where our journey starts. As we walk into our first day of school as our own blank piece of paper, ready to start a new year, a new school, we were nervous. We didn't know what would happen to us or what sort of school we were in, but we were in good hands. Miss Miller taught us our math skills, and we had very exciting science labs. Have you ever tried to grow a frog in a classroom? Also, the bridge project helped us work together, and we built elaborate structures with just balsa wood and some glue. Our 4th grade experience was the design for our plane and saw us through to the very end of our play. 5th grade was where we folded to the design. We soon learned that Miss Miller's Miller method made multiplication easy and it helped in math class a year later. Building machines in science class was great for our teamwork skills and was a really cool project. I also learned another important skill, organization. My math goal that year was to remember to write down my assignments and keep my binder organized. Miss Gallo was always there for me and always checked whether or not I had my assignments written down. I haven't forgotten to write them down since. Our class learned to fold with teamwork. 6th grade was where we first learned to fly together. Our launch site was Nature's Classroom. Nature's Classroom is where we learned to accept each other, to work together, and to fly together. From ore reports to salamanders to walking through tornado damage, we learned to trust each other. Our 6th grade flight was successful, but we could go much farther. 7th grade was the year of preparing yourselves, and we also had many new classmates to join in our flight. There were changes to be made to our design if we wanted to stay aloft. Miss Wright added discipline with her popsicle sticks, while Mr. Stahl added building skills in the workshop. The project adventure, however, was where our design was put to the test. Our teamwork was essential to succeed. We had to trust each other, and that trust helped us get past obstacles, from balancing on a wire, to climbing trees, to harness control. Ziplining at the end was a taste of non-metaphorical flight, and reward for passing the project adventure test of trust, respect, and teamwork. Our 8th grade year was a blast. We flew so high and so far, we had no idea what to expect next. From fun humanities teachers to switching between Mr. R's, from Canada's roller coasters, our 8th grade experience flipped from one thing to the next. Before we knew it, our time had flown away like our favorite airplane. For this great experience, I'd like to thank some of the people who helped me fly. Mr. Sullivan, for all the effort he put in to teach me to build, and same for the extra hours he put into the machine project. For both Mr. R's for teaching me geometry. For Miss Smith for helping me improve upon my musical talents and teaching me jazz, drums, and more jazz. My parents for helping me every step of the way and sending me to the school where I've learned so much. Leonardo da Vinci once said, "Once you have tasted flight, you will forever walk the earth with your eyes turned skyward. For there you have been, and there you will always long to return." My flight to high school will be strong, straight, and easy because I attended middle school here. I will always look back at my time at MCCPS with enrichments and recess and funny teachers and realize I'm lucky to have been here all this time. I would like to thank everyone who helped me at MCCPS and taught me how to fly.
For the day, please join me in welcoming Mr. John Gould.
Would the following volunteers please come up on stage to be recognized? A.P. Nelson Russell, Paula Gould, Burton Height, Lisa Luca, Matt Bieber, Stephen McClone, Seth Pappas, Andrea Kramer, Don Steinberg, Gloria Stark, Andy Overlander, Lana Robinson, Carrie Snuck, Naomi McRae, Sabina Ansberg, Suzanne Wright, Judy Arnold, Audrey Bailey Cunningham, and Tom Olive. This group of people represents parents, grandparents, and community members. Their investment in us has helped us to make MCCPS the wonderful environment and school that it is today. So on behalf of the students and faculty, please join me in thanking them.
Jeff George graduated from MCCPS in 1998, and his mother is a member of our founding coalition. And he has some valuable things to share with us about his experience here, afterward, and now. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Jeff George.
So one of the reasons I think my mom started this school is because I can't sit still, so I'm going to walk around a little bit with this microphone, a little bit different. So first off, I'd like to think that everybody in here should pat themselves on the back, especially, everybody. I know how much my parents helped me for every one of these exhibitions, my teachers, everyone. So please just give yourself a hand of applause, pat on the back, whatever. Everybody in here makes this entire school great. And the fact that the vision for this school is the community is what drives it, is what makes this school great. You know, the school started because we all want something more out of public education, right? This is a public school. People forget that. but it's not. But you should never forget that. This is a public school, right? This is what public schools can look like. This is why I got into education, actually. So, for instance, when I graduated from school, I was working in a desk job, and I realized I was like, well, what do I want for my life? You know, what got me here? It was my education. And so then I started reflecting back on that even further. I realized that, you know, I had kind of an overeager mother. So I was involved in public school, got transferred out. I went 2 first grade classes, Bell School and Coffin School. I think some of you know both of those schools. Yeah, right. There might be a rivalry there, I don't know. At this point in my life. Then I went to a Waldorf school, 3rd grade. Then my 3rd and 4th grade, I was at Bell School, one of those hybrid 3rd, 4th grade classrooms. Right. 5th grade, I went to the public middle school. 6th grade, my mother so kindly joined a team that helped start this school. Right. From 6th to 8th grade, I was here. High school, BB&N. College, I went to University of Pennsylvania, and then graduate school, I just graduated from Vanderbilt University's Peabody College. Right. I don't be around about that. But so what I realized though, is reflecting back upon all of my educational experiences, both inside the classroom and outside, I can always say, without a doubt, without questioning it, with no delay, that this was my best educational experience of my life. The 3 years I spent here. And here's why. So, this school is driven by values. When you talk about perseverance, initiative, leadership, and problem solving, the school is absolutely driven by it. And you can look at every faculty member, every parent who steps in this door, every student that walks through those doors. You can tell that it's absolutely the culture of this school that makes that difference. So, I mean, Nina's been here since I was here, right? Kate Stahl has been here since I was here, right? Mr. Barry way in the back. Mr. Dwyer's been here for like a year absence after. Who am I forgetting, right? Pam, sorry. Pam was my first teacher here. Where is she? Can you please? Oh, amazing, right? Always with kids, even when I'm here talking about her. Pam, for instance, like I'm learning the order of operations, and I think I do a great job because I finished one worksheet. And she goes, great, do another one. I'm like, oh, that's not what I thought I would get for that. What about a gold star? No? Okay. Well, it doesn't work out that way. They just push you to be your best. That's the point, right? They push you to always become better, just like they push themselves to become better. So 19 years ago, I remember stepping into this school. No gym. I don't know where this came from, right? And then, but I do ignore this entire hallway. But back there, right? I mean, that's where it started. And over the course of 19 years, every time I step back into this building, it's gotten better. They're more, they seem to have gotten better at their jobs. They've set that bar for themselves every single year. They've reached it and they've aspired to do more. They figure out ways to get better. That is professionalism right there. In the 21st century, when we're all trying to be, I'm going to point to myself here as well. I'm going to probably be looking for a job as well when you're looking for a job today, because what happens is in 30 years, the jobs that exist today are just not going to be there. I'm looking at all of you, and you have to create jobs for me. That's a pretty big charge. Don't laugh if it wasn't funny. It's okay. But no, the point is, though, is they're preparing us to be great. And I like to think that, and so I'm in education, I'm going off to work and try to work in public schools to make, and what I realize is that every time I step in a public school, and I want to make it better, I have an incredible model of excellence. It is this school. So thank you all for making this school great.
Thank you, Jeff. Susan, would you stand up so we can see you? Susan was a member of our founding coalition, but without her and her team, we wouldn't be here. So thank you very much. There's a lot for you to see in the classrooms. I hope you get a chance to visit each of the grade levels, and I will look forward to hearing from you about the wonderful things that you saw and learned. So thank you very much for being here tonight. Thank you for making this a wonderful place for your kids. Enjoy.
All right, everybody out there, this is Mr. Cronin and Mr. Ruth, high above Charter Hall, signing out. Have an excellent exhibition, and we'll see you on the other side.
Tom's way.